Maintain 19 knots.
Aye, aye, sir. Boiler rooms 1 through 6. Maintain 68 revolutions of the wing propellers.
EJ, now that we're officially underway, I thought a little celebration might be ordered.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ismay, I don't allow alcohol on my bridge. You know that, Mr. Etches?
Yes, sir, I do.
Technically speaking, EJ, it can be considered my bridge.
Not at sea, Mr. Ismay.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but it seems this bottle has gone completely flat. I couldn't possibly allow you to drink it. Would you like me to fetch another, Mr. Ismay?
Oh, never mind, let it go.
Thank you, sir. Again, my apologies.
Thank you, Mr. Etches.
Yes, well, with or without champagne, I want to co-star our ship, the Royal Mail Steamer Titanic. Nearly a quarter-mile in length, she's bigger, grander, and safer than any other ship in history. The greatest achievement in transatlantic navigation since that very first crossing 420 years ago. Oh, and I'm glad you're here. I was just congratulating the three of us on our magnificent contribution to the 20th century. Progress, gentlemen, I give you progress.
I trust you'll excuse us, Mr. Ismay. We have our duties.
Tell me, EJ, what's our present speed?
19 knots, Mr. Ismay.
Really? I would have expected us to be going much faster now that we've cleared land. I want us to reach New York by Tuesday afternoon. Tell me, Andrews, 22 knots would be necessary to make a 6-day crossing. In your expert opinion, are we capable of that speed? Come, Andrews, you're the one who built the thing. Is Titanic capable of 22 knots?
Capable? Yes, sir, I'm sure that we are. But possibly a bit more in push. The 23.
Excellent. I'm very pleased to hear it.
But it is customary for a maiden voyage to proceed prudently.
It's the maiden voyage that creates news, damn it. And I intend for this one to create a legend. So answer me straight, man. When can we expect to run at full speed?
Whenever the captain orders it, sir.
Then we must persuade him to do so, mustn't we?
In point of fact, Mr. Ismay, I was about to give the order when you walked in. Mr. Murdoch, increase speed to 20 knots.
20 knots. Aye, aye, sir. Increase steam, Mr. Bell. Give us 71 revolutions.
20 knots. Well, to start, I suppose. Carry on, gentlemen.
Watch your compass, Mr. Hitchens. You're drifting off course.
I don't think so.
Don't argue with me, man. If I say you're off course, then you're bloody well off course.
Mr. Barrett, set your screws to 71.
71? If you ask me, Mr. Bell, it's a mite soon for 71.
Captain's orders, Mr. Barrett. If you've got no objections, that is.
It's his ship, isn't it? 71 as shall be. But I'll speak plain, Mr. Bell. If it was my ship, I wouldn't recommend your speed be increased too quick.
Do as you're told, Mr. Barrett.
She's sparkling clean, this newborn ship, but one old thing is clear. The orders they propose above, we execute down here. We'll watch from here as up above, they'll catch a whiff of glory. This wonder ship may be brand new, but it's the same old story. Stoke the fire in the hold as the men draw back. Feed the heat in the hold as the men draw back. And the dust of the cold rest assured, nothing else lands or work down in the pit. You with your gun to burn the ground and save your soul. Some way, get out of the pit, and westward I knew I could run, and ship out to sea, and there my new life was begun. And the screws are turning at 71 to be
burn in hell for it, do you?
Stop worrying, darling. In America, it's not a sin at all.
What does he say?
Saving money.
That's the northern track, sir.
I'm thousand of his crazed, godless seven.
DJ, we're all quite anxious to know yesterday's mileage.
519, Mr. Ismay.
Much better.
I'm sorry to disturb your meal, Captain.
Who the devil are you?
Second wireless operator Brian, sir, with the Marconi International Marine Radio Telegraphic Communications Company Limited.
What is it, Mr. Bride?
Message, sir. From the Furness liner Rappahannock, 4 days out of Halifax. She reports an iceberg.
Thank you, Mr. Bride. I can read.
Right. Aye, sir. The dinner seating for Saturday, April 13th, is now being served in the first-class dining salon.
But the proudest moment of my entire career came in Act 2 under the command of Kitchener, Johannesburg, when untold thousands of crazed, godless seven.
I understand this is your first trip to Europe.
Oh, but not her last, Mrs. Wilder. Certainly not her last.
And how did you find Paris, Mrs. Astor? Thank goodness I did it, Captain. Jane knew right where it was.
Excuse me, Captain.
Yes, Mr. Lighthall.
And what instructions concerning our business speed?
Maintain 21 knots.
21 knots. Yes, sir.
21 knots. Come, EJ. I promised these people that we would arrive in New York by Tuesday afternoon. At this rate, we'll never make it.
I'm afraid it's too soon for either of us to say, Mr. Ismay. I trust you'll forgive me. Please continue with your meal.
Oh, must you leave us, Captain?
Unfortunately, Mrs. Thayer, my duties on the bridge, though not nearly so pleasant as sitting here with you attractive ladies, require my attention. Please excuse me.
Sweets and after-dinner liqueurs are now being served in the Cafe Parisien.
What's our position, Mr. Murdoch?
Latitude 4235 north, longitude 4550 west, Captain.
And the sea temperature, Mr. Lighthall?
Last check on 5 degrees, 34 Fahrenheit.
Another communications, Captain. Ice warning from Coronian.
Another one.
They said in a large berg at 4150 north by 4952 west, sir.
Plot the position with the other reports we received.
It's directly on a new course, sir.
Not to worry. At least 600 miles off.
Still,
Not to worry. We'll keep a sharp eye, eh? And, Mr. Murdoch, increase speed to 22 knots.
22, sir?
Yes, let's do everything we can to avoid bringing Mr. Ismay to the bridge again.
Yes, sir. Engine room, increase speed to 78 revolutions of the wing propellers.
If I remember correctly, Mr. Murdoch, you qualified for your master's papers when you were only 25, youngest man in the line's history. And yet, here you are still, without a ship of her own. But what are you waiting for, Mr. Murdoch?
The master of a ship carries a heavy responsibility, Captain.
Every single minute, Mr. Murdoch.
I'm just not certain I'm up to it, sir.
A ship's master must be certain of everything. And I am as certain of that this is my final crossing.
Captain?
After 43 years of service, I informed the line of my wish to retire. They asked me to stay on to see them to the major voyage. My wife was disappointed, of course, but how could I refuse? Take over, Mr. Murdoch.
Thousands of
not to take who belongs to your cabin.
What's the reason for that, sir?
It encourages the rats.
They got brats on a brand new ship.
They're always the first aboard.
Well, they're welcome to have part of my share. Sure, the entire family could live a week on just what I believe in on me fate, and all of it for free.
Free? Are you daft then? And why do you suppose they charge us every bit of 60 shillings for our passage? What do I need with all this fine cloth and electrical light?
Well, Jim Farrell, I'm going to
wondering your opinion on how you think the crossing is going so far.
Well, not as well as I'd hoped, Mr. Ismay.
Really? Why?
We've got a few problems. I'm disappointed in the water pressure for the upper decks. And the kitchen staff complaining that their sleeping quarters are overheating.
There's gratitude for you. In my father's day, they were lucky to get any heat at all. Now tell me, Andrews, are you satisfied with our present speed?
I think so, sir.
Really? Why don't I tell you, I'm very disappointed. The sea's calm, the weather's fair, why aren't we going faster?
We're doing 22 knots, Mr. Ismay. That's better than any White Star ships ever managed.
Now tell me straight, Andrews. You folks at Harlan and Wolf built the canard ship too. Was Titanic intentionally built to run slower?
I must protest the implication. When your father ran the line, he demanded safety and comfort before speed. Cunard may get their ships there a little faster, yes, but White Star gives them a far better ride.
It's a new world out there, Andrews. These days, people want speed above everything else. Americans would gladly lose their dinner over the rail if it meant arriving in New York a day sooner.
Mr. Ismay, is there something you wanted, sir?
EJ, I was now wondering if you could predict with any certainty I'll be arriving in New York by Tuesday afternoon.
I can only say it's impossible.
Possible? But it's imperative, damn it. If we have to wait off until Wednesday, our return to England will be delayed a full 24 hours. Titanic must be known as a 6-day ship, EJ. Even the bloody Krauts can do it. And if second-rate clubs like Deutschland and Kaiser Wilhelm can turn around in a fortnight, then so, my God, shall we.
I'm sure we will do everything we can, Mr. Ismay.
Splendid. That's all one can ask, isn't it?
Excuse me.
Who's there?
Barrett.
Stoker, I remember. Welcome to the most important place on the whole ship there. What can I do for you?
I heard you can actually send a message back to England.
You heard right, all right. Sitting right here, I can communicate with important people all over the world.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd explain how it works, but hold on, there's a message coming in. Iceberg warning from the Baltic. That's your old ship.
Yeah.
You can see I'm awfully busy here, so what is it you want?
Shouldn't the captain know about that iceberg then?
Not to worry, I already sent them a half-dozen warnings just like it. If you ask me, they don't know what the bloody hell they're doing up there. Excuse my French. It's like we say in the telegraphy business, you can't be a radio operator and remain a Christian.
So how much would it cost to send a message back to my girl in England? Sort of a romantic message.
Very pretty. But romantic or not, the minimum rate is £2 and 4 pence.
2 bloody quid? That's twice what they're paying me to America and back.
Hold on, maybe I could give you a professional discount.
Yeah? What did that cost?
Nothing, they'll never know the difference.
Not very much. You must be sort of a romantic person yourself.
No, not me. Romance and telegraphy don't mix, see? How can you communicate with only one person when you have the entire world talking to you? I'll need your name and address.
Darlene Watkins, Billsport, Nottinghamshire. What's that you're doing?
Darlene Watkins, Billsthorpe, Nottinghamshire. So what's the rest of it?
I don't know. It's gotta be just the right thing. Darlene's sort of funny. She said if I wouldn't take her serious, she knew somebody who would. And I'm not due back for almost 2 weeks yet, so I might as well come straight out with it. I'll be coming back to you, darling. Back to your dark eyes and hair. Marry me when I return, darling.
his ensemble will be playing out of doors for your entertainment. And now we will conclude our service with hymn number 27, God Lift Me Up.
Bye.
you've always been satisfied with only one dinky little harbor instead of branching out. How do you think those millionaires got all their millions, Edgar?
Why don't you just calm down, Alice, and enjoy what we have?
Please don't tell me never. I want this forever. There's a new world around us, Edgar.
Won't you ever give up that view?
I want more than we've got now, Edgar. Why don't you?
I don't know. What do you suggest we do about it, Alice?
I don't know, Edgar. I need to be alone for a while. I'm going for a walk.
Three bells, Mrs. O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr. Vital. Hold close, Quartermaster. West-northwest 292 degrees.
West-northwest, 292 degrees. Eyes in.
Mr. Murdoch, what's up with the speed?
Steady at 22 knots, sir.
Have there been any reports of mechanical difficulty since reaching that speed?
No, sir. None at all.
Very good. Then increase speed to 23 knots.
They're ice warning, sir. Time reports a large berg at 42 degrees north.
42 degrees. That's in total agreement with all the other reports we received, except for this one. From the French liner Lost Ranks, 41 degrees. Now that puts it a good deal closer. How do you explain the difference?
It must have been an errant transmission, sir.
The radio. I'll never accept the damn thing.
I'm afraid he's here to stay, sir.
Which means we'll soon be taking our orders from safe, dry little offices on shore.
It's a brand new world, Captain.
Thank God I won't be around to see it. Increase speed, 23 knots.
23 knots. Aye, aye, sir. Engine room, increase speed to 81 revolutions of the wing propellers, Mr. Bell.
I'm still waiting, Mr. Stubbs.
For what?
The reason you sent our son gently obeyed your message.
He and his cousin Nathan want to make Macy's the largest retail store in the world. They even want to give away catalogs like Sears and Robot. It's completely crazy.
And what did you tell him?
To go ahead. It's a new world out there, Mr. Strauss. I don't pretend to understand it. Good evening, Tom. Henriette, first class tour.
Good evening. Edgar B. Second class passenger.
B. I know that name.
You're probably related to my wife. She likes dancing with millionaires.
Ah, yes. Quite so. My condolences.
That's a far-off look I'm seeing in your eyes, Kate. Which far-off place is it you're looking at? America or Ireland?
If you must know, I was thinking about a friend of mine, a very dear friend. It seems she left home because she'd made a mistake. A mistake she couldn't get rid of.
She should have been more careful.
So, what are you planning to do for the rest of your life?
Who knows? Maybe run for Congress again. I really like the thing. I'll tell you the truth, the best part is you don't have to know anything.
It seems she wants more out of life than I can give her.
Ah, yes. I had a wife once.
Really? What happened?
Nothing. I still have her. All my years, I have never seen it so calm.
Is it my imagination, or are we traveling faster than ever before?
If my friend were here instead of me, what would you say to her?
Well, I'd say... What would I call it?
We're all named Kate. You know that.
work being hard to find, he probably didn't want to leave his job.
Or his wife. So tell me, Jim Farrell, could a decent feller care for a woman who already has a bit of family?
Oh, well, me, sir. That's that'll cost us some. It's your deal, Major. Mr. Rogers, your reputation as a fine bridge player is well earned. You play an excellent game.
Thank you, sir.
Either that, or you're uncommonly lucky.
Bridge is the game of chance, Mr. Astor.
Reminds me of the time I was playing bridge with Lord Crafton during the Crimean campaign. When out of nowhere came 2,000 crazed, godless savages. Yes.
I've been told on very good authority that there are professional gamblers on here. Card sharpers make their living traveling back and forth across the Atlantic.
Gamblers? Nonsense. Where did these rumors start?
Only to be sure they're cremated. After all, how could they pass up the opportunity of fleecing a passenger list like this one? I even heard talk that in stories J. Yates is aboard. I don't remember seeing his name on the passenger list. Well, you wouldn't, would you? I'll give you 10 to 1 he's here somewhere. We've nothing to worry about, have we?
Report, Miss Meadow.
We're trying icebergs, sir. Starboard side. We don't know yet the extent of the damage, but I'm taking the liberty of browsing the nest.
I want them on board and wearing life preservers. At the very least, they can use a drill. We've never had one, have we?
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake
is Cardozo. If anything should happen to me, I'd be very grateful if you could deliver this message to my sister in Ohio.
I'm sure you'll be all right, Mr. Rogers.
I count things, ma'am. I count cards and I count lifeboats. There aren't enough. I want my sister to know I was on this ship.
I'm sure you'll be fine, Mr. Rogers. Your sister will know where you are on the ship, don't worry. I'll give her the message.
My actual name is J. Gates.
The famous card sharper? But I want several $100 from you.
Our game was interrupted.
Captain,
Yes, Miss Andrews.
I'm sure it hasn't escaped your notice that there are in excess of 2,200 souls upon this ship,
I'm well aware of that, Miss Andrews.
but space for less than 1,000 on the lifeboats.
I didn't design the ship, Mr. Andrews.
And I didn't instruct the management on the number of boats.
Evidently, 20 boats were enough to satisfy the line. How many would we need to save every man, woman, and child aboard?
54. But the line found that anything over 20 would have taken away too much deck space from the first class. And that means that well over half of us are going to die in approximately 90 minutes.
Not if the ship arrives.
Do you know one?
I'm just on my way to find out.
Captain, our first and second class passengers are proceeding to the boat deck as ordered. The third class have been assembled below on the well deck, awaiting instructions.
Captain, I'm not quite sure the passengers and crew fully comprehend their predicament yet. You'll have to tell them, of course, that...
Tell them what, Mr. Andrews? That more than 1,200 of them are dead already? I think not. There would be general panic. They'd kill each other in order to survive.
Awaiting instructions, Captain.
What? I want you on deck in charge of loading the boats.
Are you taking it upon yourself to decide who lives and who dies? I remind you that while you are the captain, you are not hired to play God.
Then let it be God who decides.
It appears God is already leaning toward the first class.
How so?
They're the closest to the lifeboats, aren't they?
Then maybe he'll even the score by sending us a ship.
CQD! Titanic! CQD! Situation critical! Repeat! Situation critical!
Radio man, have you reached any ships?
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother the captain!
This is the captain.
Sorry, sir.
Sit down, Mr.
Right, sir. With the Marconi International Retreat.
Sit down, Mr. Fry.
Yes, sir.
And continue.
Yes, sir.
Have you reached any ships in the immediate vicinity, Mr. Fry?
6 or 7, sir. The closest seems to be Carpathia. Could our line...
I know Carpathia.
She acknowledged our CQD at 11:58, saying she's turned and is coming hard.
How far is she?
58 miles, sir. Well, that's more than 4 hours.
Carpathia can't be the only ship in the vicinity, Mr. Fry.
There was one other, sir, the California. Her signal was much stronger than the others. I thought it within 10 miles. But since the accident, she hasn't responded.
Why not?
I don't know, sir.
EJ, you've got to do something.
What do you suggest, Mr. Ismay?
We need another ship here immediately.
It seems that the closest one is more than 4 hours away.
4 hours. We'll be on the border by then.
What about the California? You said that she might be close by.
I'm sure she is, sir, but still no response.
Why not? You must demand a response.
Those smaller ships only carry one radio man, sir. He must have signed off and gone to bed.
Well, keep trying for God's sake.
There's a new distress call, SOS. It's hardly ever been used yet. It's easier to read than the CQD.
Try anything you like, Mr. Fry. You must rouse that ship.
SOS. Titanic. SOS. Where are you, California? Why the hell don't you answer?
Surely something can be done to help us. much. Why didn't you know to prevent this? What's to become of us all now that Rama is sentenced? This is your work, mister, and you have done us in. Where's the people and where's the doubles? Let go and someone must take the blame. It's you. You. Innocent possibly she won't go down. Possibly stay afloat.
Damn, it's a listen where grudges lost. It's our home that's been stained.
But if you design it right, whoever heard us steal that grace?
Is may I trust in the business of building? It's God who saves ships.
Here stands the captain who sailed us straight into disaster.
Now it's the captain's turn. Press towards him to go faster. Why then thank you, mister, is the royal contribution. Now please pray for some miraculous solution. Your timing is perfect. Now help us, please, if you can.
Who called for speed and to break every record? Who had to keep all the millionaires happy?
How dare you stand? I will not stand here and fight it. Who ignored warnings of icebergs when sighted? And poster refused to extend the bulkheads.
You, sir, come give the first class figure stateroom.
And who undermined the position of captain?
And who took the course to London for the season?
And who kept insisting we land ever sooner?
And who should have known before the rebel end of Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Possibly the Lord will act.
Possibly you will provide and indicate how our unthinkable thing can be somehow denied. Somehow denied.
Your work, no one else's.
My doing, no one else can.
There's only one captain, and I was in charge. This is my ship, no one else's.
With an
rarely occurs to the young, nor does anything else for that matter.
Rather a pity, actually. It was a terribly good crossing up until now. So many agreeable people.
It's too many climbers I've gone. Lately, I've noticed that anyone with a few $1 million considers himself rich.
I've been wondering, do you think we had this coming?
The hell you say? For God's sake, Benjamin, what have we ever done?
I can't help remembering something Balzac wrote. He said, behind every great fortune lies a great crime. So let's confess it. Who wants to start?
That water looks colder than a polar bear's keister and will soon be in it up to hours. Edgar B. Hardware.
J. Yates, gambler.
That must be interesting work.
How about a game of two-handed stud to pass the time?
Sure. Why not?
I warn you, I cheat.
So what? I'm not going to pay you anyway.
That was your wife you were saying goodbye to then.
Almost. We were going to be married when we got to New York.
Yeah? I was to be married when I got back to England.
It seems we're both going to wind up bachelors.
It could be worse, sir.
Really? How?
At least we're not making any widows, are we?
Good point. What do you gentlemen say to a good stiff drink?
I'd say one won't be nearly enough.
All 20 boats have been launched, Captain.
Thank you. You're in a remarkably sunny disposition, boy. How old are you?
14, sir.
Really? I was cabin boy at 14. What do you call
Edward, sir.
it? Really? So am I.
All the ladies in first class, except one, are safely away, Captain.
Thank you, Miss Hedges.
All the gentlemen that we know, though, are still aboard. There's no hope, I suppose. They all said she was unsinkable.
Mr. Ismay was fond of boasting that Titanic was her own lifeboat.
I must therefore use one of the little ones to save his own skin.
More than anything, that man was the legend. Well, now, by God, he's gone.
Captain, I want you to know that I take full responsibility. I was the ranking officer on the bridge at the time of... If I were a fit master, I'd have grabbed the iceberg head on. We'd have staved the bow, perhaps lost a few people, but the ship would have survived.
I'm sure you did what you thought best at the time, Mr. Murdoch.
You expected more of me, sir. You had every right. But I'm afraid your expectations were misplaced.
The truth is, I've been uncommonly lucky. In all my years of service, I've served them all the White Star ships. And in all that time, I've never been in, nor even seen any other shipwreck, nor calamity worth speaking of.
Champagne pops.
Champagne? Why? Do you think we have something to celebrate?
Crystal, 1898. It's the last bottle left.
be a shame to open it.
Under the circumstances, madame, it would be a shame not to.
Won't you join us for a glass, Miss Sturgis?
Later, perhaps, I still have regular people to attend to. May I say, it's been a pleasure over the years serving you both.
To us.
Who else? You know, you're still a pretty good-looking fella.
I would have to be, to keep such a beautiful wife.
stopped to plunge beneath the surface. The water lapping at our feet. Down sinks the bow of light astern to the sky. The panic people in retreat. A thousand strong they'll climb up toward the arm deck. They'll cling there desperately like breeze to there they'll hold fast, doomed to the last, lost and abandoned and all still alive. A few of them will hang there from the railings, as one by one they'll run away. More than 250 they will fall, and after that I cannot say. I will not say. The rest in swamps will overrun the board deck. They'll lose all sense of right and wrong. It will be every man for himself, all right. The weak coming with all the strong. First class and third and second will mean nothing. And sheer humanity alone will prevail. One single class, brutish and crass, that's what became of the world that set sail. Autumn, shall we all meet in the autumn? Shall we all meet in the autumn?
The moment the ship was there, and the next, she was gone.
There were over 1,000 poor souls floundering in the freezing water.
We wanted to go back for them, of course. Take them up.
But they'd have swamped us, and no one would have survived. The sound they made was deafening, like an entire football stadium out there in the dark. And then, after a half an hour, it just stopped. I'm ashamed to say I was relieved.
I'll hear those voices for the rest of my life.
Why shouldn't I have taken that place on the lifeboat? It would have gone empty.
There were more than 450 empty seats in the lifeboat.
It was so very cold.
Women were so brave, alone in the dark and in the middle of the ocean.
If only I'd seen the iceberg in time. If only they hadn't kept increasing the speed.
If only the Californian had heard my call, I stayed with the key till the end. They could have saved every man, woman, and child aboard.
We were only 95 miles away from dry land.
When dawn came, we could see ice everywhere. It was all faded in pink, and hundreds of deck chairs floating in the water. And all of them were women and children in third class.
into the depths without a whimper.
All the musicians kept on playing Autumn right till the very end.
With only 711 survivors, 1,517 souls had lost their lives.
Including a man I call my husband. And my husband. And my husband. And my husband. And my husband.
In a matter of only a few minutes, the largest moving objects on Earth had totally disappeared.